As Darren said, today we're launching the 2026 World Economic Situation and Prospects Report. This is the annual flagship report of the United Nations produced by the Department of Economic and Social Affairs in New York in collaboration with UN Trade and Development in Geneva and the 5 regional economic commissions around the world, including the ESCAP, the Commission for Asia and Pacific, based in Bangkok, which also has an office here in New Delhi. I'm the UN's country economist for India. I'm based here in the Office of the Resident Coordinator here at UN House, and it's really my privilege to participate in this global launch of today's West. So I'm going to take you through a presentation of the global findings of the report and then turn to South Asia and specifically issues related to India. And then we'll open it up for questions. So let me make sure this is working. There we are. So the principal finding of the report we're launching today is that global growth remains steady but subdued. And last year, in a year full of surprises, the global economy remained unexpectedly resilient. Despite sharp increases in US tariffs, solid consumer spending and easing inflation have helped sustain growth globally. At the same time, however, subdued investment and limited fiscal space in many countries continues to weigh on growth, and in general, global growth remains below the pre-pandemic trend. This is due primarily to elevated uncertainties in a shifting trade and investment landscape, including geoeconomic policy fragmentation. It's also the challenges of high debt burdens that persist coming out of the pandemic across many developing countries. This also contributes to constrained fiscal space for many governments around the world. In addition, there are financial risks and ongoing geopolitical tensions, especially around conflict around the world, that are driving uncertainty as well. In this environment, the United Nations estimates the global economy expanded 2.8% in 2025 and is projected to grow 2.7% in 2026 and then 2.9% in 2027. I'll remind you that these are market-based exchange rate figures, so they're not directly comparable with the figures calculated by the International Monetary Fund, for example. Now turning to trade, a key reason for the unexpected resilience in 2025 that we observed was the faster than expected expansion in global trade, which grew at 3.8% despite greater policy uncertainty amidst rising tariffs. The report finds that this was likely driven by the front loading of exports and shipments earlier in the year by exporters in anticipation of the impacts of the tariffs. Because of the front loading of goods exports in 25, it's expected that going forward, trade is likely to taper in the coming year, slowing to 2.2% trade growth in 26, adding to the projected drag on global growth. Now, if you look on the right-hand side, the graph shows us the slowing growth of investment is the most immediate impact of the elevated uncertainty that we've seen from the tariffs in the past year due to the geopolitical tensions and the trade policy changes observed in 25. This is demonstrated here by the slowing growth in gross fixed capital formation. And aside from a significant amount of AI-related investment, primarily through portfolio investment in capital markets in a few large economies, across the world in a wide range of sectors, both public and private investment have been largely constrained due to uncertainty, especially among the private sector, with respect to the geopolitical tensions and the geoeconomic policy fragmentation. Now, with respect to labor markets, we've not yet seen a strong impact of the tariffs or the trade barriers or the changing world of work due to the advances in artificial intelligence yet on jobs. However, at the same time, persistent gaps between men and women in the labor market persist across many economies, as well as between young and the old, as well as uneven access for persons with disabilities looking to access the labor markets. And this, of course, continues to pose a challenge for prosperity for all. That is the promise of the 2030 Agenda, Sustainable Development Goals, and leaving no one behind.